Hi, my name is Angie, and I think Instagram sucks, so here's 3 reasons why. Number 1, the destruction of love. I put this one at the top because this one is personal to me. Growing up, I imagined love as this sacred bond between two people, built on mutual respect, appreciation, consideration, and attention. You could argue that I was sold a lie by popular media at the time, but either way, I grew up holding love and marriage at a very high regard. I was ready to devote myself to one girl, ready to love so much that I'd willingly give my life to her. And then social media happened. To say Instagram and other social media platforms created anxiety about love in my mind is an understatement. I swear, it feels like Instagram deliberately pushes the most disgusting, despicable, vile human beings ever. You're constantly flashed with stories about people cheating, stealing, lying, betraying, and so on. And while I'm at this point, let me just say, if you cheat on your loved ones, I genuinely hope you get hit by a car, then a train, then an airplane, then punched by Prime Mike Tyson, then finally incinerated by Gohan's final Kamehameha against Cell. On top of constantly seeing content about how terrible women are, or men are in women's case, it feels like we're constantly promoted this vain and empty love life where you're supposed to give yourself to strangers without commitment, which sounds insane to me, or constantly be on the lookout to upgrade, feeding into wandering eyes for both men and women. Social media gives the illusion of options, when in reality, the only grass that turns green is the one you water. I could go on and on about how social media affects love, but I'll stop here. Number 2. Comparison is the thief of joy. What happened, guys? How did we go from sharing what we're actually doing in our lives to making a highly curated exhibition of our most eloquent and marvelous moments? Yes, I am quite awesome, aren't I? Look at my ass cheeks and how cool my life is, and all these places I've been. Oh, did you check my 28th photo album of my one-day overlay in Paris? Be sure to watch it and don't forget to like. Like, bro, we went from, yo, here's my funky cat, to making the single most plastic Instagram pages ever. I don't blame the people as much as I blame the platform. It's only natural people are gonna default to hiding their flaws in front of others and only showing the highlights. But what this does is subconsciously lower your perception of yourself and affects your self-esteem. Imagine just being a regular guy or girl and spending 2 hours a day looking at other people's perfect lives, photoshopped bodies, and rented cars. You'll slowly start to feel like they're living far cooler lives than you, and that you're missing out on all the fun they're having. But let me say this to you, the viewer. I know you already know this, but I'm gonna remind you. It's fake. It's all fake. The bodies are edited, the lifestyle is a marketing strategy, and the yacht trips comes with a price no normal person would pay. You are enough, you're doing good, and the only person you should compare to is you from last week. So don't let anxiety take over and don't look down on you. You really are an incredible being, and you don't need a photo to prove it. Number 3, Reels. You knew this one was coming. Let's do a thought exercise. Let's say you scrolled a bit last night, or the day before. Can you name a single, and I mean one, thing you remember clearly from that scroll session? Did you learn something? Did you come across an art that evoked a real lasting emotion in you? Or has the short form of the content conditioned your mind to experience equally short form emotions and memories? I feel very passionately about this topic, so I'll probably just make an entirely separate video on this one, and how predatory these algorithms are. I believe they cause noticeable damage to society, and it frankly needs more than just a few paragraphs to truly articulate how damaging this habit can be to you. I want you to remember something. They're hurting you. Yes, they're actively hurting you. You're letting $1 billion company infiltrate your home and flash advertisements straight into your eyes without you leaving the house. They're worsening your ability to focus, your ability to care, your empathy towards others, and your capacity to work on long-term goals. And they're doing it while swimming in cash, while you waste your days scrolling at degenerate content until you can no longer even tolerate the pace of a regular conversation. And another thing to note are the comments. Sure, maybe it was funny at first, but I'm honestly sick of how soulless and angry the comments always are. If you're one of those people, insulting people for their appearance, disabilities, or race, and you're above the age of 21, I want you to take a long look into the mirror and ask yourself, is this what you thought your adult life would be? The weird thing is, whenever you take the time to open the profiles of these people leaving the worst comments ever, it's always people that, to put it politely, have a few reasons to be insecure. And what they don't realize is by hating on others, even in the form of comments, they're solidifying their view of themselves in the process. You are not exempt from the lens you see others through. if your lens of people is that of always trying to identify what you can insult about them, you're gonna look at yourself that way too. So, in a way, I guess that's your karma. Anyway, that's enough ranting. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and don't forget to drink some water. And just to say, it's not all doom and gloom. There's always, of course, going to be some positives about every platform you use. These are just the big negatives that I really dislike about this platform. And although I feel bad about making a negative video, I had to get this rant out of the way. But I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself. Drink some water, and yeah, have a good time.